Bill, is Kamala Harris figured out how to bring out the very worst in Donald Trump?
No. Why would she bother figuring that out? Trump will bring out the very worst without any help.
Oh, okay.
You don't need any help
how about
do
this?
that.
Has Kamala Harris brought it out? Has Kamala Harris's meteoric rise brought out the worst in Donald Trump?
I don't think so. I don't think Trump's afraid of Kamala Harris. I think that the former president lacks discipline still in messaging. You know, when you are running for an office and you know the deck is stacked against you, where the media, as you just pointed out, is not going to report anything honestly at all, nothing. And the Democratic Party has got a constituency that hates you, and that will drive a vote out. Doesn't matter what the issues are. Then you have to basically figure out, if I want to win, I have to do this. So to me, this would be the economy above all. You're spending so much money on the essentials of life, and it's because of Biden-Harris. And they can't refute that. The numbers are the numbers. And then the border. I mean, I think Kamala Harris is looking foolish by saying, oh, I'm a tough border queen now. All Trump's got to do is rerun the Lester Holt interview on NBC. And Holt said, hey, how come you haven't been to the border? She says, I have been to the border. Holt goes, no, you haven't. And then she goes, I haven't been to Europe either. Just run that clip 100 times. So why isn't he doing discipline? It's all about, I don't know. I don't know who he hires or why they're not doing it. One thing I know about Donald Trump is that he's a very emotional guy. People don't think he's emotional, but he is. And if he's having a bad day, that bad day is going to come out during a rally or an interview like Musk tonight. Having a good day, then his presentation will be more crisp. But he isn't like a guy who is internalizing what he should do. He just flies. And he doesn't really think about the repercussions of what he says. And that's hurting him.
You agree with me that Elon Musk interview tonight presents some real dangers for him?
No. I don't agree with you on anything. No, that's not true. I once in a while, I'll agree with Leland. Look, the Elon Musk interview tonight is a love fest because Musk is pumping, tens of millions of dollars into the Trump campaign. And Trump is not going to be able to, Trump is not going to be hammered by Musk anyway. He just isn't. But what's interesting about the story is that the EU is now threatening Musk if he runs the interview. And you knew this. This just broke a couple of hours ago. So a guy named Thierry, Thierry Breton, Thierry Breton. Nobody named that in Levittown where I grew up. Anyway, Thierry is the commissioner for internal marketing of the EU. And he says that any disinformation that comes from Donald Trump might get Musk in a lot of trouble with the EU. That's essentially what the letter said. It's a threatening letter. And the reason they're doing this is because Europe is very, very frightened of the backlash against undocumented migrants, especially in Great Britain, which isn't a member of the EU, and those stabbings of those little girls, that place is about to blow over there. And the EU is rightfully concerned. But you don't try to censor an American interview theory.
Look,
what's the matter with you, you blockhead? I mean, come on.
Well, look, I don't know if you saw the Washington Post reporter ask Karine Jean-Pierre today at the White House about doing just this. So there is that. We'll get back to America, where you have a column out today on BillO'Reilly.com. Perhaps the biggest tell about Kamala is that she believes all Americans should be in an equal place. Of course, that's precisely what Stalin, Mao, Castro, and Xi spout. Comparing Kamala Harris to the most evil in the world, isn't that a little bit like when the left compares Donald Trump to Hitler?
See, now this is what you call a loaded question from Leland, those of you watching right now. I didn't compare Harris to those heinous individuals. I compared what she said to what they said. I didn't compare her to them. Now, surely you know that Kamala Harris said that.
I'm sorry, Bill. I put your quote up on. I put your quote up there.
Yeah, I said.
How is that
but
loaded?
That
How is your own words loaded?
Has, because she said what they said doesn't mean she's like them. It means she has a mindset where she believes that the government of the United States can engineer personal outcomes, which is insane. It's never worked. That's what Bernie Sanders wants. That's what Elizabeth Sanders wants. That's what Kamala Harris says she wants.
Thanks for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.